Basically, as wine stewards, what we're doing is we make sure that all the wines are represented at their best possible way. We want to give these wines plenty of time to breathe before we start the tasting. So by doing this little ritual we do here, we're giving everybody the same amount of breathing time.
So here it's just a quick check for gross flaws. That would be something like a corked wine, which is a musty, moldy smell that takes all the fruit away from the wine. We tried to split wines up into categories based on style. For instance, we have a flight that's pretty much Pinot Noir wines.
The master list is labeled with the wine name, and then over on the side is the code. So there's absolutely no way that the judges could ever know what exact wine they're tasting when they're doing the judging.
I mean, I've been publishing, editing the U.S. Wine Industry Journal for 30 years.
I'm Randy Caparoso. I've been in a wine professional for over 30 years.
My name is Brian Brick. I work for K&L Wine Merchants. I've worked for them for about 5 years. Been in the wine industry proper for about 10.
I wanted to kind of make this an official beginning of the official judging for the greatest of the grape. And I wanted to raise a glass and thank you all for being here and say salute.
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 What we're asking the judges to do in this tasting is judge the wine based on what they see, they smell, and they taste. Most of the judges will look for characteristics, varietal character, and they'll usually judge a wine based on the fact that that wine meets the varietal character. Basically that they want to get all of the sensory inputs they can from the wine. So they want to be able to evaluate the color. When a wine sits still in a glass, it's going to have a very homogeneous color. When you swirl it around though, you can kind of get different angles and see how the color looks. It also opens the wine up. The more oxygen's going on the wine, the more the nose is going to open up. So they'll swirl it and stick their nose in and you get more of the aromas and you can tell a wider range of what you're looking for in that wine.
We did see some wines that would make Umpqua kind of a unique area.
I think overall, a very high percentage of those wines are very good, so good stuff.
The judges take notes about wines, and so we share those notes with the winemakers. So part of this professional judging with the greatest of the grape is the winemakers get good feedback from very, very high quality judges about their wines, and it can help them make better wine in the future. Ultimately, there's a satisfaction in taking your craft to a new level. And when a professional set of judges comes in and says, that's a great wine, that's a gold, that's a platinum, that's a silver, that's a nice pat on the back from the industry itself telling you that you're doing something really, really well.